Manchester United have done it. We've got through to the next round of the FA Cup. We've had no banana skin there, winning a comfortable 4-0. And it was good to see. We've made 9 changes to that lineup. Wholesale changes. I was a bit worried before the game that too many changes might disrupt Manchester United. And it did start off a bit like that. We took a long while to get into this game. We've seen Schweinsteiger, who hasn't played a lot of football, come in alongside fellaini. We've seen Fosu, who hasn't played a lot of football either, at the back. We've seen Luke Shaw, who hasn't played a lot of football, at the back as well. And Smalling and Rojo at the back as well. And Romero hasn't played a lot of football in goal. So it was a bit of worrying. Martial hasn't played the last couple of games either. So I was a little bit worried when I saw that maybe we would be a bit rusty. I thought we were early on. Some of the players were a little bit rusty. But as the game grew on, we gradually grew into it. They've wasted a couple of good chances in this game, Wigan. Otherwise, you never know if they took the lead in this game. Games change on goals, and we got that goal right on the stroke of half-time, just before a great header from fellaini. This was the sort of game where fellaini was useful to play. It's got to be squad rotation, so I'm not going to criticise Mourinho had we slipped up in this game for using the squad, because the likes of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Rashford have got a rest tonight, which is great. Paul Pogba wasn't even in the squad, which was great to see that we've managed to win this so comfortably in the end. It was certainly not a comfortable first half. We should have gone in at least 0-0, but we got that goal, and second half, obviously they have to come out and play a little bit. We got the second goal, Martial going out on the wide hand side, which really did help Manchester United a lot more. First half, when he was through the middle, was not effective at all for Manchester United. And towards the end of that first half, he switched out to the wide area, which he's much better in, using his pace, and got himself 2 assists in this game. I'm hopeful that will kick him on now. He hasn't got a goal, which we was hoping he would get a goal today, but that is the only disappointment from this game, that Martial didn't score, to be honest, because I can't think of anything else disappointing. But Mourinho said that if he has a fantastic game, he'll be back in for that whole game. He wasn't absolutely fantastic, certainly first half. That was more for him playing more central. But second half, he's got them 2 assists. Mkhitaryan getting a goal as well. And Schweinsteiger also getting a goal. He hasn't played a lot of football either. So it was a bit worrying for me from the start that a lot of players could be a bit rusty, which I thought early on. But nice to see Bastian get a goal. The fans do love him at Old Trafford. Hopefully he can play in the next round if we get another favourable draw at Old Trafford. Hopefully we can get one of the lesser teams like Sutton or Lincoln. That would be a fantastic day out for one of them 2 clubs, because it would get them a lot of money into their clubs, and they would have a fantastic day out playing against one of the big boys in Manchester United, who they wouldn't usually get to play against. 2 teams from non-league getting to this stage for the first time ever, which is fantastic. 2 teams doing it in one season really is fantastic, and it would be a great day out if one of them could get a draw away at Manchester United. I expect they would be absolutely delighted with that. But it was really comfortable in the end. Martial did get a goal, but it was ruled out for a high kick in the lead up to the goal, which was disappointing. I thought he deserved a goal second half with them couple of assists. He looked so much more dangerous out there. Whether it's done enough to get him back into the starting lineup again for the whole game, I don't know. I would presume he'll probably be along the substitutes bench for that game. But it's encouraging that playing out wide, you've got to create chances, make assists, and he's made 2 assists in this game. That's the objective of a more natural winger. He's not really a natural winger out wide like we've seen in previous years when we've had a David Beckham or someone out wide, but still created 2 goals from the wide position, which he looked a lot more dangerous. Wayne Rooney was a bit quiet today, didn't really do enough, didn't really have enough chances to score, but overall really pleased that he's been able to utilise the squad today. We've seen a couple of debutantes as well. Pereira coming off the bench for Romero in the second half, and Axel Tuanzebe coming on as well, who a lot of fans will be delighted to see that he's come on. He's only 19 years of age, did make 1 error, but Chris Smalling sort of got him out of jail with that. But besides that, real decent to see him come on the pitch. He didn't really get, well, he only got about half an hour of the game, so we will have to wait and see if he can feature in more games for Manchester United. With the Europa League coming up, if we can get a hefty lead in that first leg, you never know, he might come into the second leg. But a young player that's going to probably represent England at national level, it's fantastic to see Jose Mourinho is giving these players some game time. Now is the chance, when you're 3-0 up, 3-4-0 up in a game like that, that's when to bring them on. Don't start them all from the start, and when you're losing 1-0, dealt their confidence, you bring them on into games where it's a bit more easier. Give them a bit of a go, just to see how they get on in a higher profile game than the reserves. So that's interesting to see. It was a long time coming, and a lot of fans were a bit disheartened that he hadn't been given a chance before. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Mkhitaryan was man of the match for me. Absolutely fantastic performance from him. Nice to see him getting on the goal sheet. I think it's 4 goals in his last 9 games, so that's fantastic. Hopefully we can continue that into the next round and get through to the quarter-final. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.